Chandelier. Glancing like
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you
I think that gonna fuck everything up too. So I might have to do that other shit, man. No, man. Don't wait, don't get it over. Don't wait, don't get it over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
You know, I'm Larry Snelling, Superintendent of Chicago Police Department. It's unfortunate that we're having this presser tonight because I come to you with a heavy heart because we've lost another police officer who was out working, attempting to protect the city, and was tragically taken away from us by gunfire.
Maybe.
At approximately 8 o'clock tonight, in the 8,000 block of South Ingleside, our officers stopped the vehicle.
What up? What up?
Had 3 occupants.
What's up?
As the officers approached the vehicle, one of the occupants opened fire on a police officer and sounded like rapid fire. The officer was struck multiple times. There was also an occupant of the vehicle who was also struck by the gunfire. That individual is now deceased. At which time, the individual who shot our officer attempted to flee in the vehicle.
He tried to what?
At which point, he fled the vehicle on foot. Another officer.
Damn, it's hot.
This has been and continues to be a very emotional day, not just for everyone here at District 6, but for the community at large. Just a short time ago, dozens of people came to the district to express their grief and support. It was shortly before 2 o'clock this afternoon. Dozens of people began pouring into Chicago's District 6 police station, among them St. Sabina's father, Michael Flager. While our cameras were not allowed to remain for the prayer vigil that followed, it was clearly an emotional moment for the officers present, who today are mourning one of their own, 26-year-old Enrique Martinez.
We're all in this together. We're family. I said that to them in there. You're not strangers. You're our mothers, our father, our sister, brother. You're our friends. You're our family. And that's how we have to begin to see each other.
A nearly 3-year veteran of the department, Officer Martinez, was killed last night just after 8 p.m. as he and others conducted a traffic stop in East Chatham. According to police, there were 3 individuals inside the car. One of them, they say, opened fire on Martinez, killing him and the front seat occupant.
He was a proud individual very hardworking, and he gave his life for this city.
According to the superintendent, the backseat passenger, as well as the person responsible for the shooting, are in custody, but not before the shooter tried to get away, striking a second police officer with his vehicle in the process. And while the details are still under investigation, Snelling confirmed one of those in the vehicle had an ankle monitor that had been cut off.
We will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. We're going to do the best possible investigation that we can, collect all of the evidence to make sure that we put people like this away so that they never see the light of day again.
Mayor Brandon Johnson also expressing his condolences as he joined Snelling and others outside of the University of Chicago Medical Center last night.
I'm also calling on the residents of this city to put our arms around one another, and particularly our police department.
Police saying that they recovered 2 weapons at the scene, including one with an extended magazine. They also say that one of the responding officers did manage to open fire, but it is not clear whether anyone was struck as a result. Officer Martinez leaves behind his heartbroken family, which we are told includes a fiance and a brother who is also on the police force.
Watch breaking news on YouTube.
Damn,
Subscribe
so that
to
means
ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness.
so that means that his brother gonna get back.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Judy Sue here in the ABC7 newsroom. We are streaming live right now with some breaking news that has just happened. We just got word of a shooting at Navy Pier. We have a crew that just arrived on the scene, so we can show you hopefully a live picture from the area where this happened. That is not a live picture, it is video that was just fed in a short time ago. We have just learned some information about what happened here. We believe 2 people were hurt in this shooting, both of them males. They were taken to Northwestern Hospital, we believe, in critical condition. That word coming from Chicago Fire Department this afternoon. We are obviously seeing a large police presence in the area, many vehicles gathered right outside the western edge of the pier. Again, that is a camera viewpoint from our crews that had just arrived on the scene a short time ago. We believe the calls came in somewhere around 1:30 this afternoon, perhaps a few minutes after that. We had a chance to talk to a witness just a short time ago, not of the shooting, but of the police response. Right now, again, you can see police officers still on the scene. We do not believe anyone is in custody. Again, this is happening at Navy Pier this afternoon. We will have, of course, more information for you as we get it here in the newsroom and come back to you on stream.
They wild in
This has been an
Chicago.
ABC7 Eyewitness News special.
They wild in Chicago, man. They wild. And then here y'all go, man. We gonna watch a little Trump ass, man. Watch a little bit of Trump, man.
New Lego Star Wars set.
My bad.
I'm going to bring in ABC7 political analyst Laura Washington. Laura, good morning to you. No, it's morning, night for you, and morning.
Slim, what's up, baby?
Economy. That seemed to be the key issue motivating voters this time around.
Yes, and it's interesting because the economy is in fairly good shape, but obviously voters didn't feel that way. They were really being hit very hard by inflation, and they were blaming that on the current administration.
Inflation took my mortgage from 14 to motherfucking damn near 3,000.
Well, the speculation is that he will make them go away. He can order the Justice Department to back off on ongoing investigations. He could even pardon himself, but at least he's going to be able to put everything on hold while he sits in the White House.
Yeah. In his remarks overnight, Trump talked about unity. Can he bring the country together?
He talked about it. He has not been a unifier in the past. He's been pretty partisan in terms of his own supporters. He's going to continue to rally them. A lot of it will depend on how Democrats handle this and if they come forward and offer a peace offering.
We're still looking at the numbers as they come in, but Democrats seem to underperform in areas they're typically strong. What do you think happened here?
African American, women, older voters, younger voters, across the board. Trump's strategy was to really try to pick away at some of that base. He didn't need to get a lot of it. He just needed to get 5-10 percentage points. And he did a very good job of doing that. And her people did not turn out at the levels that they needed to.
How do you feel President Biden's late withdrawal from the race affected this outcome?
It had to have an impact. It was an extraordinary challenge for her to be able to put together a presidential campaign in just a few months. And if she'd had more time, it might have made a difference.
What is the path forward for Democrats now?
Unity, reorganizing, trying to find out who the new leader of the party will be. Will it be Kamala Harris going forward? Will it be someone else? Because they're going to need a good 4 years to organize and move ahead.
I suppose Republicans will be doing the same.
Oh yeah, well they know who their leader is, and they're going to be marching behind him solidly from here on out.
But then after these 4 years,
well, JD Vance he's already measuring the drapes in the White House.
Okay, all right, so it's looking. And do you think we'll hear from Kamala Harris today? And what do you think she'll say?
I think she'll be gracious. I think she'll reach out to the incoming president and say she's there to work with him.
That bitch ain't said nothing. She a sore loser.
She's going to admit that she lost, and it's time for the country to move on.
She a sore loser, man.
Oh yes, oh yeah. She's still going to be relatively young. She's built up a real strong base of support. She's going to need more than that if she wants to run.
Y'all can come back and vote for her, ladies and gentlemen, in 4 years.
May I ask, are you surprised by the outcome?
When she
yes, I thought that
y'all can come vote for her when she could push her own campaign and run her own campaign
behind her to turn out voters, but voters just didn't want her.
And you said yesterday that this would not be close, or it wouldn't be as close
as everybody thought, and that we would know.
Yes, and that we would know by now. Yeah. And you are absolutely correct.
Yeah, they say a stop clock is good at least 50% of the time.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Laura, appreciate having you. Thank you for the insight this morning.
Watch breaking news.
You say you won't vote for her in 4 years either, huh?
Chicago Eyewitness News.
Y'all crazy. You ain't gonna vote for her in 4 years either, huh?
Check this out. I'm gonna show you how
ain't
I
nothing wrong with it.
You ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying. Okay, I picked up the car a few months ago, and watch this. Ready? $97 premium, $20 were my fees, $118. Now I covered up my private information, guys. $39, $118. Check this out. Ready? $500 for comprehensive, $500 for collision.
Her lies overcame her truth.
Comprehensive, $500 for collision. Okay, guys, it's the same policy. $118 to $39. I have full coverage. I have a premium policy. I love
we learned a lot when all this came out, man. There's been a lot of allegations, about people snitching. So
we welcome you back to CBS Mornings. It is the morning after the day Americans chose to
peanut butter and jam.
Y'all don't even know if that's him. That's why I don't like this goofy ass nigga.
Talking about wiping my nose. Keep jam name out. Keep jam name. Oh, whatever they said. They just said all type of shit. But they got their indictments and all the shit. So the indictment saying whatever they're saying. That's the only that got locked up. Who else could be the rat? Lil Reese? Who all in jail right now? Lil Reese went to jail for kicking the girl ass. But who else? This Jam, where he at? He just look like he gonna tell something. You look at that. Go pull that picture up and just look at him. When you look at him, he just piss you off. Y'all saw that? I get mad looking at that nigga.
How do you feel about Jam?
Goofy, man. King, y'all little fucking goofy. I don't even want to watch this shit.
Ugly ass, man.
I do not want to watch it. Fucking goofy, man. I don't even want to watch this nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
I just hate him, and it ain't even got nothing to do with Dirk. I hate that he just niggas be always talking about a rat. Oh, you a rat? You got this new air shit of what they saying.
You a snitch too, nigga. You a snitch too, nigga. I can't watch that nigga, y'all. I can't watch him, man. Trenches News. And this King Yellow, Lil Durk wasn't known in the streets until rap. That's a fucking liar. This nigga, you wasn't even, this nigga's a goofy, Joe. A fucking goofy.
Do you want to see how much money you're eligible for? If you were in a car crash within the last 2 years, that would...
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.
So Jay Maine was the only person from that side?
What you mean?
That was in attendance?
Damn, that's a good question.
From what you saw?
You ain't even, you don't even know what you just did with that question. Yeah, he was.
Okay. So you feel like, because FBG Cash and other members from like FBG, you know what I'm saying, have like disowned Butter, you know what I'm saying? They've said like Jay Maine ain't one of them, you know what I mean? Like especially when that whole thing was going on with Aunt Lizzie. Right. They made it clear like these are goofies from the block. You know, they was on the block, but they not like real members, you know what I'm saying? So Durk didn't technically get no real members to push the piece. He got the internet, the person that was claiming he was OTF.
Because like I said, granted,
he didn't even get a GD. He got a BD.
Granted, bro.
He got somebody from the Calumets.
Granted, I do
from the building.
Granted, I do believe that had he reached out to any of those 60-30s, they definitely would have accepted his offer or whatever he was trying to do. You feel me? Talk all that shit they want, but we talking about Smirk right now, right?
Right.
So, you know, I don't even want to throw no names out there. Clocking everything I say out my mouth. But what I'm saying is, had he reached out to another one of those guys that's like talking shit about Butter or talking shit about Jay Maine, those same guys would have went up there on that United Center stage, had Durk, extended the invitation to them. Okay? So let's get that out the way. Now, you say, you know, it was Jay Maine, it wasn't really your member, you know, stuff like that. I mean, like I said, bro, it's been so much bloodshed. That's not as easy as it may sound.
Right. And I just say that because Jay Maine has even come out and said, I wasn't no real gangbanger. I was saying this to be cool with my raps. And I don't know if he's doing that politically or if he means that. But, like, it's understood.
I fuck with Jay Maine on some shit like...
He's a comedian.
I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
I mess with him, too. Like,
I mess with a person, right? So look. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Jay Maine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bash Jay Maine. Me and Jay Maine, we doing our thing. I kind of feel like Smirk, goddammit, passed us the torch when he put us on stage. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just like, bro, when have you seen rappers put bloggers on the stage?
They're not doing that.
When have you seen rappers pick the two top media personalities out of their city and let them open up their show?
Especially not the... What do you mean open up? What, you opened up?
I mean, no, we was the first people on stage.
Right.
Me and Jay Maine.
Right.
Jay Maine was the opener. You know what I'm saying? That was his thing. You feel me?
Like, what did he do?
You ain't see my vlog?
I ain't see the vlog.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, gang.
I gotta get into it.
Yeah. It was hard. Like, Jay Maine snapped. Yeah, he went up there, he overwhooping. Let's start there. I'm gonna tell you what he did. He got on stage, he getting that. Let's start there. Lil Durk got a 60-30 and on the stage. Let's start there.
That shit goofy as hell.
Do it different when Durk bring a 60-30 and on stage.
Then he said, the war is over.
The war is over.
Now when he did that, I ain't gonna lie, that was Turk. I was like, oh, Jay Maine, Turk, look at him. Because he was nervous of going up there. Because this is his first time doing some shit like this. So we was all backstage. Nobody got to watch the vlog. We was all backstage like, damn.
Ashley, what
you gonna do? They literally gave him an hour to just like rock out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he went up there. You know, he did his thing. I went up there and helped him out. You know, we was passing the whoops out in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? All I wanted to do was say DJ UTV. Let them know who we got in the building.
Right.
DJ UTV. Let them know who we got in the building.
Chicago, what y'all on, gang? Chicago, what y'all on, gang? That's all I want to say. So that's all I did, you know.
Right.
You know, I ain't really to all that. I'm the type I like to be in the mix, you know, behind the scenes and shit. But I'm really not like to be on camera. That's why I'm always behind them.
Right.
But yeah, bro, it was dope. Like that was some dope shit, bro. Chicago ain't never seen no shit like that, bro.
Facts. What's the word?
For sure.
Well, salute to Dirk and definitely salute to J-Mane because he's done a lot to get to that point, y'all. And you have to respect the man who was willing to risk his life to get what he wanted. He got it.
He whooped his ass to whoop land.
Yeah.
Over whooped it.
Yeah, over whooped it.
It worked.
And he's whooping up there.
It worked.
Still whooping to this day.
I was saying I ain't mad at him. It worked.
Can't be mad at him. You gotta respect a man like that. But do you think Lil Durk only did it because he knew that he was under investigation by the feds? A lot of people say that when the feds are after you, they will notify you that they're after you, right?
Mm-hmm.
They will let you know you're under investigation. And so Durk was probably tipped, and he probably knew that he was under investigation because it came to a shock to us. But, I mean, you know, he'd have to know something.
Smirk know what he know. You see what I'm saying? If you go listen to his song, Red, man, they asked me where I'm going to be in 10 years. Shit, I said the feds. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget when I first heard that for the first time. I was down there in my car crying. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I'm like, wow. Like,
get your fucking...
Because
he can't keep listening to these goofy-ass niggas, G.
Fire had just died.
I can't.
So at that time, it was just like a lot of emotions, you know what I'm saying, stirring up in the air. And
I can't. I can't, man. I'm sorry, man. You know, they supposed to drop that motherfucking, this the motherfucking guy right here that killed the police yesterday, man.
And the Goofy of the Year award goes to... Yes! I knew I was going to win this thing, man. I put my heart and soul in this. I was working hard, man. I want to thank the neighborhood for sending me off and making me goofy as hell. I want to thank bro them across the street because whenever something got to get done, they come get me, and they don't never do it. They come get me and then tell me if I get caught, act like I never met them before. So I want to thank them. They gave me the courage to be this big old goofy. That's what people said this guy basically did when he killed the police. You know, they said he became Goofy of the Year.
Look at his eye. Hold on. His eye swole. All that right there, swole. Swole. His eyes low. Mouth foam. And they probably was choking him, pepper spraying him, and all type of shit to make him foam at the mouth and look all nasty like that. On my mama. We don't know what they did to this boy for his mouth to look like that. Dry, foaming, ugh.
So
he is ugly,
though.
Life.
You ain't gonna win from that.
That nigga is ugly, though.
You know, it was this guy who opened fire on the police.
Man. I got
the blicking.
Y'all gotta suffer like me.
You know, it was this guy kill a police officer. You pretty.
Let's take a look. I hope somebody eating right now. I hope somebody eating right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta suffer and look at dude for, we're gonna do 30, 35 seconds. This is what your brain, this is what you look like on drugs. This is what you're gonna look like after you realize you killed the police officer. And your homie. I don't give a fuck what Bezu doing or nobody else doing. He ain't out here shooting nobody. He's selling fire alarms, DVDs, lighters, motherfucking incense. I don't give a fuck. Long as he ain't running around killing nobody, man. He can be selling whatever the fuck he want to sell, man. Let's go.
You must end it your life. You ain't gonna win from that and get caught. You know, it was this guy who opened fire on the police. Got the blicking. He killed a 26-year-old police officer in Chicago. And while he was shooting at the police officer, he ended up shooting his own homie. You understand that? Think about it, man. I said this yesterday. Think about it. Getting the blick, shooting that boy, it's a switch. So when you shoot it, It pushed you all the way back and stuff like that. This man was shooting that in his car, shooting at the police, killed the police, and then killed his own passenger, his own friend, because the switch, it makes the arm move like that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this. Hit the like button, because he was arrested. His mug shot is out. You know, this man looks super ugly, man. I don't know what's wrong with this man mug shot, but he got...
Truth teller, man. Truth teller. You can't sit there and do that, bro. He did kill the police. He did kill the police. He killed the police yesterday, man. I showed y'all the video of him doing that shit with the shots and shit. But truth teller, man, all right, I gotta come at you on some, you know what I'm saying? Let me find that motherfucking video, man. Damn, what that video is. I can't find that video, man. Dang. Damn. Well, fuck it. Let's finish. I can't find the shooting video.
Green stuff all in his mouth, and man, this man just looked like he was possessed. You know, so hit the like button. You know, this officer was killed the other day, 2 days ago. You know, according to the police, they got a call of a stolen Kia with some people in it. The officer get there, come find out. Now they get a call that somebody was shot while breaking in a stolen Kia. When they get there, they just see people in a stolen Kia, but they don't see people shot. It's a lady on the block said she called the police and said somebody got shot because they bring the police real fast. Just saying somebody stealing cars, they take all day. So the lady admit that she lied and called the police. So this police officer get there. He approached this car.
Is they gonna charge that lady with
he approached
anything for lying? She basically
clearly
got the police officer killed.
telling the people to start reaching, start reaching, start reaching, start
said
reaching.
It 8 times.
You know, and you could tell he begged them, man. He pleaded with them.
Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! You're gonna get hurt.
Eventually, he lost his life, not realizing these young people ain't playing. So they shoot him, kill him. The guy tried to run away. He ended up getting caught. Police shoot back, kill somebody in the car. So as the total, 2 people dead. You know, they finally catch him. We finally get the history on him. This guy got a long history. He done been locked up for shootings. He done been locked up for drugs. He done had cases while inside of jail, all kind of stuff. He was actually out right now on like a probation or something like that. The police was finna arrest him at their next court date because he was selling drug tests and stuff like that. You know, this guy committed the ultimate. He killed the police officer to get away. Now, I don't know exactly what his crimes was, what he did. You know, he had multiple gun cases. Maybe he didn't want to catch another gun case because he got a switch in there. You know, he didn't want to do this time. But whatever case he was facing, wasn't going to be no more than about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And next thing you know, he flipped that into a life sentence, the death penalty. Because normally they put that liquid in your arm when you kill a police officer. Yeah. But he looks very weird. You know, old mugshots of his when he looks regular to the mugshot now when he looks like a monster, like a vampire or something like that. I don't know what's up with this guy. I know it was one person who was in the car with him. The police let him go. He was arrested. They questioned him. Then they eventually let him go. And they just gonna hold this guy responsible for the shooting of this police officer. You know, this police officer was very young. You know, I don't know if he took them people lightly. He didn't want to murder them or whatever, but he ended up losing his life in front of a car where he warned people several times to start reaching for a weapon. You know, this is real crazy, man. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this, but I wanted to bring to your attention this guy who the police say was a gang member out here riding around with switches, robbing people, shooting people, killing people. He killed a police officer, and they say while he was shooting the switch on the side of the car, it pushed him into the, you know what I'm saying? You shoot the blick, it's shooting everywhere, and the gun can't aim where it's going, and it killed his homie in the passenger seat of the car. We get out here, man. Subscribe my YouTube channel, The Homie Truth.
I come to you with a heavy heart because we've lost another police officer who was out working, attempting to protect the city, and was tragically taken away from us by gunfire. At approximately 8 o'clock tonight, in the 8,000 block of South Ingleside, our officers stopped the vehicle. That vehicle had 3 occupants. As the officers approached the vehicle, one of the occupants opened fire on a police officer and sounded like rapid fire. The officer was struck multiple times. There was also an occupant of the vehicle who was also struck by the gunfire. That individual is now deceased.
It's a shame most motorists don't know about this in our legal system. Because if you were in a faultless accident in the past 12 months, you could be entitled to a 5-figure payout. All you have to do is click on the link to answer a quick 30-second quiz to see.
Damn, homie. Got Trump.
I'm gonna bring in ABC.
Got the police officer. I gotta play that video for y'all, that speech, man, because y'all.
A DUI conviction from 1960.
There you go. Okay. All right, good evening.
Craig, that's what's up, man. Congratulations.
You know, I'm Larry Snelling, Superintendent of the Chicago Police Department. It is unfortunate that we're having this presser tonight because I come to you with a heavy heart because we've lost another police officer who was out working, attempting to protect the city, and was tragically taken away from us by gunfire. At approximately 8 o'clock tonight, in the 8,000 block of South Ingleside, our officers stopped the vehicle. That vehicle had 3 occupants. As the officers approached the vehicle, one of the occupants opened fire.
The Great White Hope,
on a police officer and sounded like rapid fire. The officer was struck multiple times. There was also an occupant of the vehicle who was also struck by the gunfire. That individual is now deceased. At which time, the individual who shot our officer attempted to flee in the vehicle, could not make good his escape, at which point he fled the vehicle on foot. Another individual in the rear seat of the vehicle was taken into custody on scene by officers. After a quick pursuit and a search of the shooting offender, the officers were able to take that individual into custody. Our deceased individual was found to be in possession of a handgun. There was also another weapon recovered from the scene that had an extended magazine semi-automatic weapon. At this time, our detectives are investigating it. Our investigatory response team is on the scene, getting the facts that I can't share with you right now because it's still under investigation. COPA has been notified. At this time, we know that there was one officer that discharged his weapon at the scene. Those officers' weapons are still being looked at right now. There's evidence to recover, and that's all the information that we have on it right now. Our officer who was struck was then driven to the hospital by our officers where he was pronounced. The wounds were too great for this officer to recover. So what I do want to say is that our officers go out and they face this type of danger every single day. And this work is unpredictable. And we never know what's in store for our officers when they're out there trying to keep the public safe. And just remember, in a city where our officers are not safe, it's going to be hard for everyone else to be safe. That being said, our officers continue to go out there day in and day out and put their lives on the line to make sure that everyone standing here is safe. And we need to take notice of that because we cannot continue to go down this road. There is a family suffering right now. This officer was 26 years old. He's just shy of 3 years on the job. December 27th would have been his third year working as a Chicago police officer. He was a proud individual, very hardworking, and he gave his life for this city. And there's a family grieving. Please, please keep the family in your thoughts and prayers because this is harder than anyone knows, having someone taken suddenly from you like that. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Brandon Johnson. I appreciate him being here and stepping up as soon as he heard this, came out to the hospital. So I'm going to turn it over to the mayor, and after that, at some point, we'll open it up for questions. Mayor Johnson.
Thank you, Superintendent. Tonight, the city of Chicago, we grieve and mourn the tragic loss of one of our brave, a member of the Chicago Police Department. This young officer courageously protected this city. As the family continues to grieve the shock, the anger that they are feeling, I'm calling on all residents of this city to pray for this family. But I'm also calling on the residents of this city to put our arms around one another, and particularly our police department. This tragic loss cuts deep. The wound is severe. The only way we'll get through this tragic loss is if we put our arms around one another, recognize the value and the bravery of our police department, who put their lives on the line for us every day. The investigation will continue to unfold, but what we are calling for and what we anticipate and expect is swift call to justice to make sure that those who are responsible for this tragedy are held accountable, and individuals who continue to seek terror in our city, we will hold you accountable. With that, again, our thoughts and our prayers with this family. And as a city of Chicago, we will rise again. With that, turn it back over to Superintendent Larry Snow.
Thank you, Mayor. With that, we'll take any questions.
Are you saying that the individual who fired at the officer, the individual who killed the officer, also shot other occupants of the vehicle, or that's under?
Well, it's still under investigation, but right now, at this time, the other occupant of the vehicle was shot multiple times, more than likely by the gunfire that was released in the vehicle.
So the one bullet fired by police, was that from the weapon from the deceased officer? Or
that we don't know. So, like I said, the officers' weapons have to be downloaded. That hasn't happened yet. So that's still under investigation right now. So once we have that information, we'll be able to get that out. No. So right now, we don't know until we talk to the officers. Until we get that information, until this investigation unfolds and we get statements from the officers, we can't say for certain what those officers saw in their investigation when they pulled that vehicle over. The 6th district. 6th district, Gresham.
did the shooter have any previous weddings, CEE, or any sort of record that you can speak on?
Right now, we can't speak on that because everything is still under investigation. That information will be forthcoming. But as we move along, we check those types of things. We look at backgrounds and things of that nature, but it's still under investigation at this time. At this point, it's still under investigation. I can tell you yes, but it's still under investigation. We don't have all of the details around that right now, none that I can share with you. But yes, we have information that occurred.
Staying on that point, you've been very vocal about repeat offenders not getting what they really should in court. There's a huge, obviously, election that's coming tomorrow with the Cook County 6 attorney. What's the response?
My response is this. If we want to keep the city safe, when we know that we have repeat offenders, people who continue to offend, we have to stop them. We cannot allow people to continue to wreak havoc on this city, to victimize people with violent crimes, robberies, shootings, the trauma that they're causing for families and for individuals that they're attacking. They can never get that back. You may get better, you may learn to live with it, but that trauma stays inside of these people forever. And we have to do everything that we can to keep violent offenders off the street, especially those who are repeating these acts. If we don't do that, then we're failing our citizens. We're failing our children. We're failing their futures. We have to keep violent offenders off the street. No, we're not going to release the officer's name right now out of respect for the family, especially. We want the family to figure out how to deal with this right now. And no one knows how a family should grieve. Come from different cultures, different backgrounds, and we want that family to grieve the best way that they possibly can to deal with this level of trauma that's been inflicted upon them by violent criminals who should not be on the street. You just think about that. If they commit this type of violent act against a police officer with that level of brazenness, what will they do to someone who can't defend themselves? So I just want to be clear right now, Chicago Police Department is still dedicated to making sure that we keep this city safe, that we take care of our citizens, that we police in the best way possible to keep the city safe for your children, for the future of everyone who's standing out here right now. And we need to make that clear because a lot of what we do as police officers gets lost in the chaos of those who want things to be chaotic. It gets lost in those messages of how bad we are as a police department. When no one is out there riding with these officers to see the great work that they're doing on a regular basis, I see it. The leadership behind me, they get to see it. We saw it on display this morning. Just this morning, we were giving officers awards for saving lives. And now we're mourning the loss of one of our great officers who's doing great work out there. So I just want to put it out there. Our officers are putting their lives on the line so that everybody in this city can be safe. We never know what we're going to face out there. And we want to make sure, because I'm telling you right now, we're hell-bent on making sure we keep this city safe. And we're going to continue to work toward that. That, I don't have that information right now because that is still part of the investigation. So, as I said, as this goes along, we'll have more information. The message to the shooter is the same message that we'll give to anybody out here who's committing violent acts and continuing to do so and wreaking havoc on our city. We will get you, and we will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. We're going to do the best possible investigation that we can, collect all of the evidence to make sure that we put people like this away so that they never see the light of day again.
Man. Look, they showing him a tribute, man. Damn. Oh, for sure, Heather, for sure. Shout out to Heather in the building, man. Damn, man, they feel sad for that nigga, man. That's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy, man.
We buy any car. Why sell your car? We buy.
Yes, and that the medical examiner has just identified that fallen police officer is 26.
And some breaking news this morning. A Chicago police officer was killed during a shootout in the East Chatham neighborhood last night.
And another officer was hurt and is recovering in the hospital. Our Mugo Odigwe live at police headquarters right now. Mugo, we know police have not shared the name of the officers, but what do we know about him at this hour?
Well, we know that officer was only 26 years old, and he was just shy of 3 years on the job as a Chicago police officer. As for the shooting, it happened just after 8 last night on 80th and Ingleside in East Chatham. Investigators say officers from the 6th District stopped a car with 3 people inside. It's not clear why those people were stopped in the first place, but one of those people pulled out a gun and fired. He hit one officer multiple times, along with one of the others in the car with him. Police say the shooter then tried to drive away and ran into another Chicago police officer. The shooter was eventually arrested, along with a second suspect in the car, but that third suspect who was shot, we're told he died. The officer hit by the car is in fair condition, but the officer who was shot multiple times, again, just 26 years old, he died at the hospital. Now, Police Superintendent Larry Snelling spoke last night following his death.
If they commit this type of violent act against a police officer with that level of brazenness, what will they do to someone who can't defend themselves? And our officers continue to go out there day in and day out and put their lives on the line to make sure that everyone standing here is safe. And we need to take notice of that because we cannot continue to go down this road. There is a family suffering right now.
We're told 2 firearms were recovered from the scene, and that one Chicago police officer did discharge his weapon during the shooting. And right now, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability is investigating this case. We're live at Chicago Police Headquarters. Mugo Odigwe, CBS News, Chicago.
Breaking news right now. We're learning more about a Chicago police officer who was killed in a shootout in the East Chatham neighborhood.
We have team coverage. Let's begin with Sade Gray on what happened and the investigation.
Jim and Erica, we're told 2 guns were recovered at the scene, and at least one officer fired his weapon. It's unclear which officer shot at the suspects, but we do know 26-year-old Officer Enrique Martinez died.
I come to you with a heavy heart because we've lost another police officer who was out working, attempting to protect the city, and was tragically taken away from us by gunfire.
The shooting happened just after 8 last night near 80th and Ingleside in East Chatham. Investigators say officers from the 6th District stopped a car with 3 people inside. It's not clear why. Someone in the neighborhood captured video of the shooting. We are only showing you an image of it. You can see a police car on the left side of the screen has pulled up alongside the suspect's car on the right.
On the video, you can hear an officer say, "Stop reaching, stop reaching, stop reaching," and then shots seemingly from an automatic weapon are fired. The gunman hit Officer Enriquez Martinez multiple times, as well as someone who was in the car with the suspect. Police say the shooter then tried to drive off and ran into another officer.
And our officers go out and they face this type of danger every single day. And this work is unpredictable.
Superintendent Snelling said one of the offenders was on electronic monitoring and cut off his ankle monitor, but that is still under investigation. The Cook County Sheriff's Department says it was not one of their monitors. The shooter was eventually arrested along with the second suspect in the car. The third suspect who was shot died. Our Andrew Ramos has more on Officer Martinez.
Officer Enrique Martinez was just weeks away from marking 3 years with the Chicago Police Department when he was gunned down in the line of duty. A vigil was just held here at the 6th District a short time ago, paying tribute to the fallen officer. Members of the community, along with colleagues and friends, gather inside the 6th District on the south side to remember 26-year-old Chicago police officer Enrique Martinez. Bunting now hangs outside the building, marking the tragic loss. Rookie officer is the second police officer in the city killed while on duty this year.
This work is unpredictable, and we never know what's in store for our officers when they're out there trying to keep the public safe.
He was engaged, was married. Tragic. You'll never get to see his wedding day.
According to the Fraternal Order of Police, the union that represents Chicago police officers, Officer Martinez was set to be married in a couple of months, and now his family, including his brother, who is also an officer on the force, is coping with this unspeakable tragedy.
He certainly has seen his share of tragedy and drama and trauma. So it may have prepared him a little bit more than the rest of the family. Pretty stoic, pretty amazing, amazingly strong. And I know he needs to be there for his mom and the rest of his family.
Now, the family of Officer Martinez is asking for privacy at this time. They have not yet released an official statement or a photo of the officer. This, as the investigation into his death is very much ongoing. Reporting outside the 6th District, Andrew Ramos, CBS 2 Chicago.
Forex.com. The number.
They say Danny Boy and Young Buck was giving each other was 69 and what?
They was up there 690.
On Forex trading, the Fed is raising the interest rates, signaling trading opportunities in the U.S.
Danny Boy, LA Buck, they was up there 690. Yeah, they was giving each other all sex. I know Young Buck. I just seen him the other day. They was up there 690. Yeah, they was giving each other all sex. I know Young Buck. I just seen him the other day. He all right with me, but the truth is the truth. Danny Boy, LA Buck, they was up there 690. Yeah, they was giving each other all sex. I know Young Buck. I just seen him the other day. He all right with me, but the truth is the truth. Danny Boy, LA Buck, they was up there 690. Yeah, they was giving each other all sex. I know Young Buck. I just seen him the other day. He all right with me, but the truth is the truth. Danny Boy, LA Buck, they was up there 690. Yeah, they was giving each other all sex. I know Young Buck.
Yeah, though, man, with the new president coming in line, do y'all remember what Trump said? Hold on. Trump said if he won the election, he was send martial law to Chicago. So for somebody to get killed the election, you hear what I'm saying? Man, Trump ain't finna play with this shit, man. Let me find that video where Trump said he gonna send martial law.
This is my dog Checkers. She's 21, and I owe it all to the farmer's dog. Checkers is my companion, my buddy, my partner. She stole my heart the first time we locked eyes. She looked at me little ray of sunshine. Checker.
I missed something during last week's Donald Trump rally in Aurora. Was standing there, heard it, just wasn't sure if I heard what I thought.
Just to let y'all know that he really doing it. Gonna do
I
that
heard,
shit.
so we did not play it back to you here. It seemed that Trump was talking in Aurora about using the U.S. military against Americans that he says hate this country. Listen to what he said.
We have the great. This ain't the one, but he said he gonna send the military to Chicago, and if he saying he gonna send that motherfucker to all, if he gonna send that motherfucker, the military to all them other nations, man, just for simple shit, then imagine what the fuck he gonna do.
Our expert analysis and diversify your trading. Forex trading involves risk of loss, and past performance doesn't mean future results.
Dirt and a bunch of OT.
Lil Durk. Listen to man don't think about. What the fuck? Harry Spears gonna get his ass killed. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Let's see what that video with Lil Tim. He was supposed to drop that shit today. Vlad TV.
NBA young boy has a rapper named Quando Rondo, and Lil Durk had a rapper named King Von. King Von was crazy, allegedly killed a whole bunch of people and so forth. Beat the Murderers came out, became a hot rapper. So King Von and NBA young boy started like a back and forth on the internet. Not exactly sure why. Some people say because he didn't get a verse from young boys. Other people say it was over a girl, whatever else. But a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago, King Von and Quando Rondo just happened to run into each other in a parking lot at a nightclub in Atlanta. King Von instantly started attacking Quando. Quando's guy, Lil Tim, pulled out a gun and killed King Von in self-defense. A shooting happened between off-duty cops. Another one of Von's people gets killed. A bunch of people get shot, whatever else. So this whole campaign started online where all of the fans were telling Lil Durk he need to slide for Von. Hashtag slide for Von, which means get revenge for his death. Well, according to the feds, Lil Durk put a bounty for Quando Rondo. And about 2 years ago, in 2022, according to the feds' paperwork, Lil Durk flew out a hit squad of 5 guys to LA because they found out the location of where Quando Rondo was staying. Lil Durk and his manager flew out in a private jet. The guy that Durk flew out with went and got ski masks, a bunch of guns, and they went out and followed Quando for hours until they finally got a chance at a gas station where Quando was inside the car, but his cousin Lil Pop goes out to pump gas. 3 guys come out in ski mask, open fire, and they kill his cousin. 2 years later, everybody gets arrested. First, the 5 guys who actually were involved in the shooting get arrested. Dirk finds out about it, tries to flee the country, books 3 plane tickets, one ticket to Dubai, 1 ticket to Switzerland. He doesn't board any of those flights, but then gets a private flight to Italy. The feds find out about it. They arrest him. Now he's, held along with everyone else with no bond, and they're all facing life without prison, possibly the death penalty. All over revenge for a killing that ultimately King Von was responsible for. He went and attacked the guy without provocation. Quan didn't even have any beef with this guy. They go and kill the wrong person, and now around 6 of them, possibly more, are all facing life in prison. They're probably going to start snitching on each other, and it's going to be a mess.
Yeah, I'm 49. I don't care about this young nigga soap opera. I have no interest in this. like I care more about the WNBA than this shit. This means nothing to me. A bunch of young kids doing young kids shit, irresponsible.
It's not really young kid shit. Lil Durk is 32.
Okay, street shit. If you had the mentality of a young child, then you're doing street shit, street kid shit.
Yeah, I mean, it does remind me a little bit of Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah,
because when you look at it now, when you look at this whole beef, NBA YoungBoy's in jail currently. He had a gun charge, which he just pleaded guilty to, and he's got like 65 drug charges because he was calling into pharmacies trying to get pills for himself. Quando Rondo gets arrested. Gang charges, which he pleads guilty to. He's awaiting sentencing.
Oh shit! Hey Roman. Hey Roman, man. I just seen that comment, man. You funny than a motherfucker.
Everybody loses. The whole, everyone in the beef. Just if you take a step back. Why do things escalate like that? You got a whole bunch of men.
But they're not men. They're not men. They're not thinking that. Grown men ain't thinking about killing another man. They're thinking about making more money. And anything that interrupts cash flow, then you're not thinking like a man. You're thinking like a child.
Right.
That's adolescent thinking. That's adolescent behavior. But you're still caught up in ego, streets, what people think, how you perceived, and what you want to deem is, well, it's a level of disrespect. Do you respect yourself enough to not put yourself in that position? Because if you respect yourself enough to not put yourself in that position, and you're thinking about family, you're thinking about generational wealth, shit you can pass down, then you're not running the streets.
See, niggas be talking, boy. Motherfucker gonna get you.
Finding an affordable health plan.
Fake that, I can't fake that. Fake that, no, I can't fake that. I can't fake that. I can't fake that, no, I can't fake that. No, not that middle. Boy, your hair been back those nipples, and she's soft as pillows. Baby, I'm not little. I'm beat the pussy long so can you feel her? Said on my face, but hold on. I'm in you click till you squirt in my pillow. I know you're losing your mind. Shake it. The safety in your spine. Fake it. No rush to take your time. Slow pace. Let's try to 69 places. Look at my best, get ready to bless. Your mouth and me, I'm thinking about your body. Your body is calling me, can't wait till we get it started. Baby, look in the side of garage, I thought she got me horny. She blowing my mind, I think it's time to start the party. Now tell me if you like that, we can just book another room and we can find the safe sex. Go back to latex, use my tongue as a pose and tell her whether ate that. Destroy like a Big Mac, I'ma beat the guts, can you take that? Beat it like I hate cats. Try to get an 8-pack, make the pussy squirt with my shirt, then love with the backpack. You know I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that. No, I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that. No, I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that. No, I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that. You know I can't fake that.
I'm surprised that's all he did. He didn't go on the rant. He didn't go on the rant. That nigga ain't go on the rant.
No, he gonna go on the rant. It's Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glizzy. In Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glizzy. In Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glizzy. In Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glizzy. Fresh in time and long effects the brain. I learned to do my hustle at the age of 13. Learned to stack that triple bean. I'm serving stones to fiends. It was on the front style. How I got to selling coke. I was broke. Acting voice weed. He say he only had dope. Ever since he been hustling with visions of foreign cars. Standing on the block like a star. Shots being smart. Niggas hard. Dropping dead from the ass. It's the cash for the bag on your ass real fast. Looking for them niggas that done fucked up their cash. Chop them up, nigga, we'll put them in the river. When we shoot shots, we aiming dead at your liver. This Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glitz. Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glitz. Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glitz. Chicago. Okay, I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glitz. On the back of this bitch, oh, I got that switch. When I tap that motherfucker trigger, what? 50 coming out of that bitch. All your niggas getting hit. Football, we tackle niggas, so I just call the plays out. I sit shit in they blitz. That's all your shit. The West still rain like a marathon. CEE-HOOD, I don't even know what block these niggas from. I'm gonna start and shoot this fucking drum. I ain't playing, nigga. Got the bad nigga. Nigga, to your man, nigga. Ain't even back to your dumb ass. That's a plan, nigga. And we be right around trapping in the land, nigga. For the bitters where they grew up off the ground, nigga. And them dope fiends, they a popsicle up a gram, nigga. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glitz in Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glitz in Chicago. I'm from the city, we get busy riding with it. We got switches on the glitz in Chicago.
What's the word? What's the word? What's the motherfucking word? Hey, bro, that's because you a little kid, man. You still want to hear about shooting and shit, nigga, man. We don't rap about that shit, brother. We don't do that shit, brother. We on some deal.
We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride. When I stop the stressing, this weed be my blessing. We can throw a session blowing like a lethal weapon. Please don't bring no mid or no weed with no seeds. I'm smoking like I'm Snoop, trying to figure what to do. Blowing on this eye, yeah, you know this shit the truth. Smoke it out the switcher, got you naked with I spit ya. I'm just trying to hit ya, I don't want no issues. Baby, hit the switcher, don't fuck up rotation, cause I see your ass facing. Put you in the zone, got you staring at your phone, you know what I'm on. I'm just trying to bone, tell me what you want, baby, what you want, shawty, what you want. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can ride and smoke, baby, hit the stove. We can shawty hit me up. She say that she stressing, a session was requested. She trying to get lit, probably even get hit. Said that we make her feel good, I always get her in the mood. She been fucking with that dude. She say that I'm smooth, we always been cool. I used to hit her back in school. We just got in tune. I seen her with a dude, but I ain't front of move. I just played it cool, cause you know the rules. Trying to get her straight, I ain't looking for no date. I'm just trying to get her away and get a little break. We can hit the lake, forget what it takes. We can take her, we can ride and smoke. Baby, hit the stove, we can ride and smoke. Baby, hit the stove, we can ride and smoke. Baby, hit the stove, we can ride and smoke. Baby, hit the stove, we can ride and smoke. Baby, hit the stove, we can ride and smoke. Baby, hit the stove, we can ride and smoke.
Y'all don't hear that love, Right, that shit go hard. That go hard. Different shit. Them gas stations hadn't hold my boy down like Steve.
I'm in the kitchen of the block and I'm trapping, I whip it, I'm motherfucker made me a devil. These niggas hating, they pussy, they beat it. You already know that these niggas can't hustle. These VVA devil, you know they be bustin', that little bitch bad, and you know that she love it. I'm more with a muzzle, you know I'm a buzzer. I had to go put that little piece in the puzzle.
I don't got to get on here every day. And, you know, I ran through my subject. I've been sticking on this shit. Well, I played videos first. Now I'm going to speak on this shit. Oh, all that shit. The nigga who got that killed. The nigga who killed the police officer, man. The nigga who killed the police, man. I'm basically saying he done made motherfuckers a target now. It's finna be different. when a police officer get killed, even though they got the motherfucker, guess what now? They looking for more guns. More guns. So all these niggas that's running around with their bangers, riding, doing all this shit, yes, they finna start doing all that illegal shit, snatch you out the car even if you got license and insurance. They looking for switches. It's gonna come to a point. Yeah, they beat him up. His face was swole. All this was swole. All this was swole on his face. We don't know what they did for him to foam at the mouth. They could have pepper sprayed him and held him down before he can't move. Now he coughing and all this shit. You feel? I'm quite sure they tortured and fucked that nigga up for doing that shit he did. I'm quite sure. Flexing on their ass. Brand new jazz. Mama, I did this in Cali. I did this in Cali. Hold up. Now put these little packs and give me some rap. Put this bit on the map. Hold up. I just got a call for your bitch, so you already know I'm about to get a whole hood. You already know they done thought about putting these band right with the trenches he hood. I'm trapping, having motion. I'm causing too much commotion. I guess a nigga hustling because this bitch wide open. Pistol pimps and players, you know this shot got that potion. This shit I smoke is strong, and you know I got that potion. Why these niggas sitting on their ass? That's a bad. You know I just wish he didn't do that shit. I got cash, flexing on their ass in the brand new jazz. Right up off the lot, you know I got them dealer tags. I just wish he didn't do that shit. Killed two motherfuckers, his homie and dude. See it in the trenches and it's busting in the trap. You know I'm flipping buttons and I'm passing up the gas. I'm in the kitchen, it's black and I'm trapping, I whip it, I'm up on mania double. Give me your hate, they pussy, they beat you. Already know these niggas can't hustle. You damn, you know they be busting. Crazy. You know that she love. I'm more with a mother, you know I'm a buzzer. Then yesterday when we was live, they was telling me that 2 people got shot in Navy Pier. I couldn't find it. You feel what I'm saying? I couldn't find it. They was telling me that shit yesterday, man. So that shit, niggas shooting, going crazy, doing all this shit. I just feel sorry for the innocent motherfuckers that's getting taken advantage of, mistreated and used, abused. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for them, for real, for real. The motherfuckers who, the niggas who want to take their girl outside, who want to take their girls outside to the movies and going out for dinner or just want to even go chill in the park, go smoke a blunt with your bitch in the park and walk. And shit, you can't even do that shit. You can't even ride. In Chicago, it used to be a thing, nigga. We could just get on the E-way and ride, nigga. Ride. Folk, we riding and smoking. You feel what I'm saying? And Lakeshore Drive, hitting Lakeshore Drive, doing all that shit, man. This shit ain't the same, man. And I understand shit evolving. And I understand shit being fucked up. I understand the shit because I came from that shit already. I elevated. I don't want to keep on being being in that type of environment and being around that shit. I've been around that shit my whole fucking life. My whole life, 30 fucking years. 30 fucking years. I've been around that shit, seeing that shit. Y'all just not seeing it. The killers got a little worse. It got way worse. But that shit always been like that though. But it used to be a point in time though where it was controlled. It was structured. And this is what I'm saying. Y'all seeing the effects of Larry Hoover going to jail. I don't want to, and Larry Hoover don't probably gang bang no more, but you know what I'm saying? When they took the structure away, chaos. They created chaos. Straight chaos.
Why try like that? Now you ain't gonna let me cry. Eastside. Shorty, why try to act like that? Now you ain't gonna let me cry. Baby girl, you know what's up. I can tell you wanna fuck. You can go and drink your cup. I'ma smoke this wood. Baby, I'm just trying to get good. Shorty, I'm just trying to get good. I ain't trying to be your boyfriend. I ain't trying to be your new man. I'm just trying to be the one you call after when we do things. Shorty, I'm just trying to get good. Baby, I'm just trying to get good. Lil' mama, what's good? What's up with you? I'm hood. What you trying to do? She like, lil' nigga, you rude. I'm like, ooh, it's so true. She starts smirking as she open, probably feeling me now. That's when I looked up and learned how I did it. Her baby daddy locked up. He was holding the thing, and it's all fucked up cause he ain't leaving no change. He gotta work in 2 jobs so she can maintain. She started fucking with me and everything seemed to change. He been rocking for 2 years and everything was cool. So I came home one day, can I talk to you? My baby daddy coming home. I gotta leave your ass alone. Shorty, why you tryna act like that? Like you ain't gonna let me crack. Baby girl, you know what's up. I can tell you wanna fuck. You can go and drink your cup. I'ma smoke this wood. Baby, I'm just trying to get good. Shorty, I'm just trying to get good. I ain't trying to be your boyfriend. I ain't trying to be your new man. I'm just trying to be the one you call after when we do things. Shorty, I'm just trying to get good. Baby, I'm just trying to get good.
Y'all fuck with that, man. I think I'm gonna let that bitch ride out just like that. I just basically told a story. Basically just told a story. All in one verse. 16. If I had a bitch that could rap though, I'd let her get on there and talk her shit. These hoes be playing. They don't be wanting to rap. For real, for real. My baby mama coming home. Bitch. She say my baby mama coming home. My baby dead. That bitch said her baby daddy was coming home, y'all. What's the word, man? 22 people in the building. How y'all feeling? If y'all missed the topics and all that shit, easily press the rewind button. You feel what I'm talking about? Right here, we active. It's only 28 likes. I've been live for damn near 2 hours. Damn near 2 hours. I hope everybody having a motherfucking a great day. All right.
Don't try to turn me down, don't you can turn me up. Drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. Hey, what up? Bitch, I say what up? Hey, don't try to turn me down, you gon' tweak and turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey, don't try to turn me down, tweak and turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey, I'm too turned up. How the fuck you gon' turn me down? All see look at her do is point. And bitch, I'm stop you let it square. Put a face down, little nigga. Ain't tryna play with no little nigga. I got so much money, you would think I'm cousin with jitters. Or come out the basement, call your boy little titters. Please don't make me blow. I make your way get little. First when I'm off this nigga, boy, I get the Twinkies. Hold on, see hood. I see that nigga peeping. You gon' hear a lot of shots and a lot of shots. Cause I'm too turned up and I can't leave the block. Don't try to turn me down, you can turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? I just say what up? Hey, don't try to turn me down, you gon' tweak and turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up?
Oh, Chief, hold on, y'all. I can't wait for this shit to come out, man. Shit just gotta be right. 23 people in the building, what up? I'ma send you some New York beats, son. You trying to string with, I don't be tripping on that shit. I don't like. I don't be tripping, man. I be checking for, yeah, I be stepping for, I be repping for. Oh, I got DK.
She got me checking
I got DK to spit.
She got me checking for, yeah, I be checking for, I be checking for, I be checking for, yeah, I be checking for, I be checking for, I be checking for, I be checking for, yeah, I be checking for, she got me checking for, yeah, I be checking for, I be checking for, yeah, I be checking for, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, yeah, I be checking for, she got me checking, ooh, I be checking, she got me checking, yeah, I be checking, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, yeah, I be checking for, yeah, I be stepping for, I be repping for, yeah, that's why she extra small, that's my baby girl, she got my baby boy, she been increasing joy, yeah, she's something special, boy, been living like a bachelor, that's why I have to snatch her, she be too real, smile, give me power, she pretty like a flower, she runs away from cowards, ain't got no time for games, yeah, she hate blame, a bunch of niggas in the past, yeah, they left us paid, now she know my name,
enjoy yourself.
She know a real nigga,
Enjoy yourself.
real nigga, she fucking with me cause she know that I'm a win, nigga.
What's the word?
Yeah, I be checking for, I be checking for, yeah, I be checking for, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, yeah, I be checking for,
What's the word?
ooh, I be checking, she got me checking, yeah, I be checking, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, she got me checking for, yeah, I be checking for. 26, 38, baby, got body, okay. On this, on that, try to get on shit, she don't need my rent. Independent, big face, top top, on the bed with a fat big cat. And the kitty goes split back. Baby, top tail with no kickback. Yeah, I need that. Her baby's amazing, I did that. We go hand in hand with some mad trash. Her pussy so good, it drench, man. I definitely wanna don't tell me. So she know that I'm nasty. That pussy go buddy confetti. So good out there. Yeah, she wanna marry me, baby, it's a big league. Let's take all her testy. I'm checking up to God, how you teach me. I eat the pussy up till she like me. Baby, I'm rocky.
Yeah, I got DK.
Let's talk about the new key calling. Run down the show, I never stop calling. Who she a problem? She got me checking for, yeah, I be checking for, I be checking for, yeah.
You did tell me something about that. I seen you say that. I did see you say that. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that ain't no Chicago. That ain't no Chicago versus LA war. That ain't no Chicago versus LA war. That's King Yellow. King Yellow is his own self. King Yellow a goofy. He hanging with dude them getting him in trouble. Dude them name ain't right. You taking up for dude them. Dude them out there doing bogus shit, selling bogus Instagram pages and shit like that. And so yeah, dude them moving bogus. Skinny from the 9 and King Yellow. They out there moving bogus. And unfortunately, he made himself a target by running his mouth, saying what he'll do, how he'll do it, when he'll do it. So, yeah, man. Other than that, though, man, I ain't finna goddamn it. Hey, man, hey, I'm calling, hey, King Yellow, man. Look, man, this CEE-HOOD, man. If you got a problem with any of them niggas, any of them, call me, bro. I'm coming. I'm riding with you, Chicago. And I ain't got time for all that goof ass shit. You a grown ass man. Dude said you called him a bitch. That's why he got on that with you. So either you apologize to him, you can end it. My bad, bro. You can apologize to him. You can say fuck him. Now, I ain't apologize to no motherfucking grown ass man and all this shit. Or if the nigga was trying to get up on you and you left, face that nigga. What you gonna be running around? You can't be from Chicago running and shit, man. In no other city, man. You can't be from Chicago. Skinny from the 9 with you, man. You better make that nigga hold the gun and blow. What the fuck? What the fuck you got his goofy ass around for? I shouldn't have to give you game and shit like this, nigga. You should know this shit, nigga. You a goofy on life. And if it was still a function going on, I'd have got you touched. But you better be lucky I retired on everything. Violation on life. Cigarette match. Bad, oh bad, oh bad. That nigga's King Yellow, man, a goofy, man. You hang with dude now, you involved in goofy activity. King Yellow is the brick baby of Chicago. And then he making videos like he talking about OTF Jam or snitch and shit. We don't know if Jam snitch, y'all. We don't know that shit. We don't know who the fuck the snitch is. I ain't, like I said the last time with Trenches News. We gonna see when that shit come out. So I ain't gonna be on here saying a motherfucker a snitch. That shit gonna come out. But it came out that King Yellow went and sat down and talked with the FBI. How many pages they said he had, man? How many pages they said he had? On everything. How many pages they said he got? Y'all know Brick Baby kind of goofy or slow too, man. Something wrong with him, man. He probably be off too many pills or something or anything. I fake, goddamn it, checked him when we was goddamn it at No Jumper. He, oh man, I know this person. Oh man, all right, you good then. All right, we took a picture. And whatever happened, happened. Yeah, man. Brick talk too much. Just like that's why I said King Yellow, the brick baby of Chicago. King Yellow and Brick Baby is the same person. Brick Baby and King Yellow is the same person. King Yellow is Whack 100. I fuck with Whack though. Whack funny than a motherfucker. That bitch say, yeah, he was laying in the bed naked on Clubhouse on his stomach. They took a picture of that shit. The bitch took a picture of it and put it on the internet, y'all. Nigga laying on the phone naked, legs in the air. Brick working. King Yellow slow, man. King Yellow slow. So y'all trying to tell me y'all don't know King Yellow slow. Everything he do, he put that shit on the internet. Everything. He don't separate nothing. I gotta get up. I gotta brush my teeth today, y'all. The name of my toothpaste is Colgate. Y'all don't know shit about Colgate. On the real. On the G. They don't know shit about Colgate, Skeezy. You know what I'm saying? He do shit like that. Yeah, y'all. I'm walking out the door. I'm locking the door, y'all. Yeah, y'all. And yeah, did you know that the newspaper, they don't even got a truck no more, man. They do it with robots, y'all. It's y'all and y'all. He report everything, any and everything, whatever could happen, man. Yeah, man. So they saying after you shit, you supposed to wash your ass. I ain't never heard that, man. That's crazy. What y'all think about that? That's the debate. Kleenex got a new tissue. Yeah, Pop-Tarts. They got some new great Pop-Tarts coming out. He do all that shit. That's King Yellow, man. On my mama, that's King Yellow. That's King Yellow all the way. And then he be like, do you not know, boy, I will slap you. On G-O-D, I will slap you. He always talking about he'll slap a motherfucker. He funny, man. King Yellow funny, man, but he be doing a lot of clown shit, man. He just needs somebody. He needs somebody to basically mold him and show. He need basically a big a father figure or a brother. I take my teeth out the jar first thing in the morning on skis. Oh yeah, that's how he be too. That's how that nigga is, man. Hell yeah, man. I still got the hair that I cut out my head on skis. Nigga be getting sew-ins. King Yellow be getting sew-ins and shit. More than one. He done did that shit on occasions. Three different times. That's crazy. To keep getting sew-ins. All right, I can see if you got out the joint. I see you getting out the joint the first time, right? Growing your shit and getting your shit put back in. I see that. But to cut it and then do it again multiple times and then you dye your shit. Oh, I'm gonna put some pink right here today. And then tomorrow I'm gonna put purple over there. And in the middle I'm gonna have blue. That man head, he thought he was goddamn 6'9". Who remember King Yellow thought he was 6'9"? running around here with his shirt off, dancing and shit like Famous Dex. He tried to ride Famous Dex wave. How many of y'all remember that? This right here. Oh, I get this. Yeah. That shit was crazy, man, what he was trying to do. I don't know why he was on that, though. Or why he be on that. But is it any of my business? At the end of the day, is it any of my business? Yes. Because he put shit on the internet. When you put shit on the internet, it makes it public and everybody's business, right? Thank you. It's true. It's true. The word for the day, what we gonna learn today, y'all, is self-esteem. Believe in yourself. Believe. The word for today is believe. Believe. You can use it any type of way. Any type of way. Like, this bitch didn't believe I would leave her. You know what I'm saying? That's a sentence. Believe. Shit like that. Or this nigga didn't think I would leave him. Vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? It's believe. I just want you to believe in yourself. Or I want you to believe that you can believe in yourself. Maybe them two examples that I used was fucked up. Okay, niggas, you gotta admit when you fucked up. That was some fucked up examples to use in sentences and shit. But y'all got the message and quick and fast in a hurry. Underlay, y'all did. Show you right. I'm telling y'all the truth. Shit, maybe, that was some fucked up shit. What up? What up? What's the word? Beasky, what's the word, my boy? What's the word? So you gotta admit when you fuck up, right? I fucked up with that one. That was a fucked up example. But yeah, believe though. And my girl looking at me and shit like, what the fuck? Nigga, what the fuck you talking about? You feel me? Shit, I used that. That was a wrong sentence to use. Mm-hmm. What you want, kid? What you on? I think I could send a link. What you talking about? She done went and found this shit. Loyalty and betrayal. They said it wasn't no shooting. She trying to say it. She saying it is. I don't know. I gotta look at the video. I ain't look at the video. Yeah, y'all. So, big homie Slim, what's that word? Sharpshooter. And to all that's involved. I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I want you to look to your neighbors and say, I got 10 on everything. I got 10. Like, that 10 can go towards anything. I got 10. Give it right back. You feel me? Some motherfuckers, I got 5. You give them a 10, they gonna try to give you 5. That ain't the type of day when you want to get. You call the bet off and look in the other direction till you find somebody that suit what you trying to do. Come as you are. Welcome. I welcome y'all here, y'all. Come as y'all are. I'm not gonna judge you. Chill. Just you do what y'all. Just don't start tripping. And the only thing is, in this church, you can't bring no guns in this church. You gotta leave your gun in the car. You leave your gun in the car. And if you feel like anything, you can sit in the pulpit with the pastor and be protected. For sure. But this church or a congregation, I ain't gonna say a church. This community, let's call it a community on YouTube, y'all. Oh, YouTube, we can't call it nothing else, man. I ain't trying to get indicted. They talking about gang shit on the internet. Now they going crazy. They locking motherfuckers up, y'all. Left and right. You don't, I ain't got time for that shit, nigga. I had my time and run shit. I got grandkids and kids and shit, nigga. Think the fuck? It's over with. I like being in the crib. Niggas like being in the crib, y'all. Around the kids and shit. Some of them young niggas don't understand that because they don't got no kids. Or they ain't got their own shit. And shit is just hard for them. No job, no money, no hustle. Rap talking about crazy shit. Rap influencing them. They getting high. They low-key depressed. You hear me? They low-key depressed. That's what the fuck it is. Yeah. These little niggas be depressed, man. Depressed. They think after you kill somebody, how do you think you'll feel after you kill somebody? Do y'all think Rob was happy with doing that shit? No, he was a target. You got to constantly keep a gun on him. They called that nigga what? What they started calling that nigga? All that nigga had to start doing was rapping. All he had to do was start rapping. He would have took off. His big goof ass don't want to sit around and put glasses on in the interviews. Don't promote himself. Don't do none of that shit. Goofy as hell. Now he in this situation. Told you, man, these niggas need a manager to tell them what to do. Wherever hood he was and all that shit, nigga, they supposed to invested in him right then and there. He would have blew up. Somebody writing his raps. Somebody write his raps. Let him punch in. And then that's when you stand there with the glasses on in the video. Goofy motherfucker, man. I'ma write him a letter. And that's exactly how I'm going to end the letter, man. Goofy motherfucker, man. I'm going to tell him all that shit. He gonna be like, who the fuck is dude? Who the fuck is dude? Oh, some nigga wrote me, man. She tried to get out on me, man. Oh, who the fuck is that? Like, send him like a hot 10. Send him a hot 10. And told him, man, you could have got $10 a million times. They ain't know how to market them. On life. He had Judah, what's the word? Shooter, what's the word? He had the motherfucking it's the summertime. He got on some motherfucking Nike boots, ACGs. On life, he got on some ACGs and some big ass motherfucking academic pants and a long sleeve black t-shirt with some glasses on. Looking shitty than the motherfucker. They let him go on an interview like that. They bogus as hell. He's sitting right there happy as hell. On life. I think that nigga he smoked 2 cigarettes at one time. That nigga smoked 2 cigarettes at one time on that video, man. Go watch that shit, man. Now that nigga in jail, man. Y'all, hey, matter of fact, send the money to him, man. Let's send him. We ain't got to send much because it's not our fault. It's not our fault. But if you could spare, see, you'll probably get it back. You'll probably get it back. So, y'all can look him up. Y'all ain't got to send me no money, do none of that shit. Y'all, why don't somebody look him up and send him a couple of dollars? It can be $2. It can be $3. It could be $7. You feel me? It could be $4. It could be $1. Everything add up. He can get some noodles for $1. You hear me? So, this the only time I'm going to say that. Hold on, let's take a vote. Do you think we should donate him some money? Press 1 for yes and 2 for no. And we're going to run that for, it's 4:14. We're going to run it to 4:15. It's 4:14 where I'm at. I'm going to run that survey to 4:15. So let's see. If motherfucker don't do it, shit, we gonna move on. But yeah, that nigga had an opportunity to blow up. He didn't use it the right way. They was trying to blow him up. Interviews, man. Somebody need the king. Who got Shamar need to get him some of his teeth. Whoever got some extra teeth in their mouth, give them to him. He needed a front grill. I think somebody knocked this shit out. Right. Shit crazy, man. Free dude them though, man. Free dude them, man. Free them. Shout out to everybody in the building though, man. We've been live for 2 hours, man. 2 motherfucking hours, man. I think it's about time for me to get the fuck off. My girl steady coming in here looking and shit. Doing all that shit, bitch. Fuck is going on? My lady friend. My lady friend. Or whatever you want to call it. I'm out of here though, man. Keep your eyes open and trust none. For sure, Slim. Keep your eyes open and trust none, man. I catch y'all when I catch y'all. I'm up out of this joint.